What's up, CDL holders? My name is Tom. I'm the yard manager here at Driving Academy, and today I'm going to pose as your examiner for your CDL road test. I'm going to be walking you through the things I don't want to see you doing on your test. First, I'm going to talk about the things I don't want to see on your pre-trip. And the number one thing I don't want to see is failure to inspect all required components, like air brakes, lights, tires, mirrors, air leaks. Missing or skipping parts on the checklist is a big no-no, and it will lead to a failure. Also, another bonus tip, I don't want to see incorrect parts being labeled. Next thing I don't want to see is you not identifying major leaks in your fluids like oil and coolants, not checking for secured cargo, and failure to detect underinflated or damaged tires. And last, on your pre-trip, I don't want to see air brake check errors. Things like not identifying PSI ranges or not demonstrating spring brake checks. These are all things I want you to keep in mind before you take your road test. Next, we're going to talk about things I don't want to see on your basic skills test. It's very important that you don't hit cones and you don't use any excessive pull-ups while maneuvering. Definitely no rolling back during the stop. And I don't want to see inability to stay beyond the test boundaries. Of course, I don't want to see any improper line backing or failure to execute offsets or parallel parking. Amount of pull-ups that you will be able to use. If you were doing a straight line, you were only allowed one pull-up as opposed to doing a parallel where you're allowed 2 pull-ups. Also, there's a number of get out and looks you can use for the maneuvers. So on a straight line back, you have 1 get out and look as opposed to a parallel where you have 2 get out and looks to use. No forward maneuvers can you use any pull-ups or get out and looks. Those are one-shot and dones. So you have one chance to do any forward maneuver. All right, guys, so we're gonna keep it moving and we're gonna talk about road driving. I definitely don't wanna see any running red lights or stop signs. It's very dangerous. Or failure to yield the correct way. Driving above the speed limit is a big no-no, and failure to obey traffic signs and signals. Also, it's important to know that we are testing for your driving habits overall, so no dangerous driving. Follow all rules of the road. Another thing I definitely don't wanna see is improper railroad crosses. You should know what to look for when crossing the railroad. There's a difference if you're in a Class B or if you're in a Class A when crossing a railroad. Failure to look and listen when crossing or shifting over a track can lead to failure when taking a road test. And the last thing we're gonna cover is just general bad driving habits. Not scanning intersections, ignoring pedestrians or bicycles, and failure to check your mirrors. Inconsistent or poor speed control, coasting excessively in neutral, and a big no-no is failure to maintain safe following distance. That's a big no-no. And just guys, remember, this is a profession, so we do expect to see professionalism while texting. No aggressive or reckless driving, arguing or disrespecting the examiner, or refusal to follow instructions. And always make sure you wear your seatbelt. Although this right here is unrelated to driving, but these are things we definitely don't want to see while taking your test. No cell phone usage, no being under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and not operating without the proper credentials like license, DOT card, logbook. Make sure you're well rested and not sick, because that could impair your driving abilities. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. This is Tom again, yard manager down at Driving Academy. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. Have a good one. Until the next time.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to get your CDL license, you know where to go. Check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com, right over there. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like this video right over here. So make sure you check that out. But before anything else, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you soon.